I think it's also important to remember what really makes all of this possible is then the innovations of new technology, especially in cloud computing.
Right.
Cloud computing has really given us this ability to look at these things in a very modular way. You know, the whole idea of cloud computing is how you can have access to large computing as well as memory sources available to you without really making that investment yourself. So that barrier to entry for money has really been brought down. So I think that aspect of cloud computing with a good network has really transformed how education or how delivery of a new knowledge base could really be done and really give us new opportunities.
That's very exciting, and we're here at Cisco actually on the campus today, and this is of course one of the areas where we're seeing tremendous innovation in cloud computing platforms. And I am very excited about the opportunity for industry to work together with educational institutions, the community, as well as policymakers. And frankly, I couldn't agree with you more. We can't achieve these kinds of breakthroughs in the way teaching and learning happens without those kinds of collaborations and new kinds of ways of working together that we've never tried before. I'm very excited about some of the early successes we're seeing in programs that are being rolled out, and the Virtual STEM University is one that I think has tremendous potential. And in the first stages here, we're already seeing a lot of interest from industry, from educational institutions in becoming part of this.
Well, you're absolutely right. I mean, one of the other aspects of promoting more STEM education, both at Cal State East Bay as well as San Jose State, there are strong centers for STEM education, and there are many other universities that have started on this path. But the important thing that we all have to remember is the necessity for action and a necessity for quick action.
Right.
Because in some way we are kind of working on a burning platform, in the sense that when we look at the financial woes, when we look at all of the needs that it's there globally, as we look at the major challenges, whether we look at our financial systems, when we look at the world population, when we look at environmental and sustainability factors, all of these require a very educated and learned community globally. If we are really trying to promote democracies across the globe, if we are trying to improve the standard of living, be able to reduce many major diseases all around the world, providing better educational opportunities is really going to be so fundamentally important. If I go back to the 1960s, one of the key technological breakthroughs that really had a major impact, in my view, in the world was the development of transistor radio. The transistor radio was the first time now that anywhere in the world you could be able to have broadcast information, where you could have at least one-way communication to know about what's happening across the globe, or even you could broadcast information in educational system. Now, the creation of a broadband network has been the next revolution, where through that, when you can really have interaction, live interaction across the globe on a 24/7 basis, regardless of where a person is. And that basically is that power of that network combined with the creativity of individuals give us that infrastructure for education, and embedding innovation and creativity and imagination as part of the education could really create a better world for us. That basically is why it's so important that everyone needs to, everyone has a stake at this, and industry, universities, the K-12 system, public sector, public policy makers and all of that have to be part of this open learning ecosystem so we can create a better world. And what really heartens us is that there are good examples of this available right now, but there is a lot more work that needs to be done. And that basically is where I think we need the help, the ingenuity and ideas of those individuals who are seeing these programs, and to participate and be part of that dialogue. And one of the good element that I'm very pleased that Get Ideas Forum is providing is a set of virtual forums where such discussions could really happen, because through this kind of discussion, we can improve upon these ideas and build upon what's already existing and enhance it on a continual basis.
Yes. You know, when you look at the kinds of societal challenges we face in the 21st century, whether it's energy security, healthcare, climate change, the breakthrough solutions will only happen with transformational changes in education and in communication and collaboration. So what you've just described with the Virtual STEM University, with the Gateways program, just as two examples of important initiatives that are making this possible, this kind of collaborative, always-on learning environment, we're really beginning to see some breakthrough changes occurring. And I think the only way that we will be able to achieve solutions to the challenges we face in the 21st century, as well as enable prosperity for all levels of society, not just people who've been able to be fortunate enough to get, you know, a certain kind of education in traditional methods, but for every category of society, everyone should be able to access the most, you know, cutting-edge information technology learning resources that exist. The Virtual STEM University makes that possible. The Gateways program makes that possible, and many others now that are beginning to emerge. So the idea of an open learning ecosystem is I think, incredibly powerful, because that's about inclusive models, collaboration with other initiatives underway in transformational education. And I think it's an incredibly exciting potential.
Well, I think you're absolutely right. I think through an open learning ecosystem and a virtual STEM university, we can truly democratize education at a global level. This is where we can really achieve excellence through inclusiveness, rather than being exclusive. So I think that really is the importance of it, that we can have this opportunity, regardless of where a person is, regardless of their socioeconomic conditions, regardless of of what they knew before, they could get into the process wherever they are, but create a pathway for them to success, create a pathway for them to not only succeed, but also contribute. So as part of it, that collective impact that we see is going to be so tremendously important. And that really is what excites me, and that's what really, I feel happy to be in education, because it's such a pivotal time in education, and also such an exciting time, despite all of the challenges, because some of the potential that we see through an open learning ecosystem, I think are going to be so tremendously important and so critical to the betterment of humankind.